Good day, everyone. I don't even know what time it is. I started late today. I had another late night, but it was a good late night. Yesterday morning, Thai morning, sort of when Seattle time, early evening, I spoke with my kids, and I just snagged a couple of lam yai from the neighbor's tree. So excuse me for talking and eating, but I'll try to peel it with my fingers below the camera. But and I'm gonna try to keep it on me, not my chin, not my chest, that kind of thing. And I'm bouncing because obviously no gimbal. But anyway, yeah, I ended up getting I was shutting down Netflix last night. I was watching a series there, and as soon as I turned that off, I saw a message from my son, and so I listened to it, and so oh, what the hell? I called him. Damn, man, did you hear that scrape? The guy on the motorbike just, okay. I'm almost there. Oh, there we go. I'm about 30% peeled. Okay, anyway, no topic today. I have lots of things I want to talk about, but I'm gonna avoid those certain things. I'm almost there. That's why the camera's flying all over the place, because I'm peeling this. Okay, yeah, thank you. Somebody come. I don't know what it is about old ladies around here, but they sure do like me. Sorry. They must know me through my landlord. So, guy walking up, construction worker. Somebody come. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Excuse me. The other day, when I was coming down the same road, I mentioned, oh, they're tearing down a house, because I'd mentioned that they'd punched in a driveway, right? I said, oh, a new house is going in. Well, they're tearing one down and putting in a new one, which is pretty cool, I think. That means, obviously, they've got money. You know, some money's coming into the family somehow. Now, I'm looking down at the ground here. I'm seeing a puddle of water. Like, it's not coming from underneath this fence. You don't need to see it. I mean, I'm not, but there's a definite, most likely a leak somewhere. And in the past week, I've experienced, well, the area has experienced a couple of interruptions in water because of breaks. And then, you know, sometimes when you get a break, you get oh, that's a bird's nest there. Fell out of the tree. Yep. I'll turn around like it. Yeah. Where's my finger? There, right there. That's a bird's nest. We will pick it up. And look at that. Right there. Yeah, something. Pretty cool, huh? Now that's nature, right there. You know? Could have come down from any one of these trees, you know, wind blowing. I'm gonna put it up here on a fence, and if I see it on the way back, I'll take a picture of me. I'm feeling the second one. I should have done it when I was... Anyway, doesn't matter. But so that's pretty cool. They're building a new house. It means that, obviously, to do that, you gotta have money. A bunch of people here. Sweaty Cub! I'm gonna film these people. Mission. I'm gonna turn around, and they're cleaning up the yard and picking up the... Yeah, right on. Fucking hot, man. Bloody hot. But obviously they're pruning. I don't see any lamyai or anything, but they're cleaning up that piece of property. Might as well get a coconut tree, right, while we're at it. Anyway, so that house back there, obviously you got to have money to build a house. So either they save their baht, their pennies, whatever, and there you go. Gonna try. There we go. Got it. Nanos are good. Now, I saw my next door neighbor, who I've never spoken to, across the fence, not in the complex. This old guy. Probably like 62. Same as me. He's out there puttering around in his yard. What you would consider like after work. Because I've never seen him like during the day. Another dead snake. Wow. Snakes are like soy dogs, man. They like getting in the frickin' road. But I see him out there, and I see the pile of... Well, I see him go in, and as I'm noticing, there's a whole bunch of ready to pick fruit. But it's like up against the fence of the complex that I'm in. And a lot of it's hanging over. And I think I may, you know, chance encounters are one thing with Google Translate, but I don't want to just like knock on somebody's door and, you know, shove a camera in their phone in their face and say, here, speak. You know, I don't want to do that. So, I may have Ann, my landlord. Hey, what's your plan, you know? Holy crap. Okay, I'm looking at a tree here. I'll show you. And I'm like, it's got all these flipping fruit on it, right? But they're not shaped like lamyai. You know, they're firm right now, obviously, so they're not. Of course, when I have my hand on something like that, since I'm a klepto, I'm joking, I'm not a klepto. But I'll Google it, right? I should have grabbed two because I always try to bite into one. Anyway, like I said, no topic. But I'll have Ann ask the gentleman next door, hey, are you planning on doing anything with that extra fruit? Nah, I'm done. Because I've already got 5 kilos frozen, all prepped for me. The lady where we picked the fruit took care of that for me. Which I was, because I asked Ann, I think I may have mentioned it. I don't know, but I'll say it again. I mentioned, you know, I don't know. To me, it's beautiful, right? But it may not be. But I'm looking through over the fence here at a pond and through the bushes, you know. It's like, To me, that looks freaking awesome. And this does not. So I'll have Ann ask him, what's your plan, buddy? And if he says nothing, Faran can pick, he can pick. And I'll do that. I'll go out there and I'll go to the point of grabbing some freaking a pruning, like a normal, what I would, a pole with a saw and a pruner, pull the rope, and that kind of thing. I will go to that extent because I ain't going up on a damn ladder. I ain't climbing a tree. Probably break all the damn branches anyway. And there's some bamboo I could have utilized the other day. But that's in the past, that happens. That is a chute right there. It's okay. I'm starting down here and we'll just follow it up. Look, right to the top. Zoom in. It's too old of a chute to eat. Now, if it was down there, you'd have you some food. So, but I mean, that's it, man. You go up into the mountains or on your own property and pick some fruit. Now, I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to walk down somebody's driveway because I've been just tweaking on these freaking flowers. Okay? I've been like, I gotta get some A, video, and B, some still shots. But on my way back, I will go to, oh man, look at this. They're just like beautiful, beautiful. On my way back, I'll do some portrait of them. So I have options, right? So hopefully the guy says, yeah, have him go for it, because I'm going to make some jam. Simple Simon. It's easy. And in fact, somebody in the chat actually gave me a little recipe, which they were waving at me, and I apologize. I didn't wave back. Anyway. Oh, man. It's bright. I'm going to turn around. Why? Because I'm at 13 minutes already. And I'm keeping them low. So, what did we learn today? Nothing. Just like when I went to school. No, I'm kidding. I learned a lot. But, yeah, feeling good. Feeling no pain. I stayed up late because I was talking to my son, which is great. I'm going back to the States in October for a short time. And, there's really never enough time to visit real family, right? So they work. They're both working and going to school. So it's like, even the weekends are a push because you're all, the deal. You're always playing catch up. So you just kind of got to make the best of it. But the next time I go back, it's going to be seriously planned. About the same time of year. Because I like the fall. And I want to land in the blue state. Blue eyes. Baby's got blue eyes. I'm gonna stop in Washington and stay for minimum amount of time that's commensurate with seeing family, and then getting out of Dodge, and then I'm going to fly to Florida. And I'm going to intrude on some of my friends' houses, places, whatevers, and get the personal tour, right? And head north from down southern Florida to Jacksonville and visit my cousin and his wife, who I dearly miss, and then I've got some other plans, even further, where I want to see some of the changing of the season, right? Maybe Vermont, maybe Massachusetts. I've got an old Army buddy there that I randomly keep in contact with, you know, like every 2 years. You know, I've got friends at Fort Lawton Beach. I got friends in Smyrna, Georgia. I got they're all over. Atlanta. A guy that used to work with me and for me at the dive shop lives just outside of Atlanta. So I got all kinds of options. I want to hit Texas. Yep, I'm coming. Look out. And yeah, that's basically it. And that little house looks good. Now I could go and, you know, in America you can't go, how much? But I could there. I could say, how much you pay? Man, I can't see what I'm doing on the phone, so. Okay, we're at 16 minutes, so you know what? This looks pretty good right here. Little bamboo leaf hit me in the head. Gonna be a song after that. All right. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.